Not too long ago, before Ripple was sued by the SEC, XRP was the second most valuable cryptocurrency asset, surpassing Ethereum. This is according to the news of today. Of course, the past 3 years have been difficult, and the market chart for XRP is currently hovering around 50 cents. However, I am of the opinion, and this is not to say that I am a financial advisor you should do your own study, that it will not be in this state for an extended period of time. I am not the only person who holds this belief. The chief executive officer of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, can be seen in this interview effectively affirming that when the world of finance goes through this profound transition, assets that have real-world utility, such as XRP, will emerge victorious. It has not been beneficial for the industry to have assets such as Dogecoin. Put your ears to it, the United States of America, which has the greatest economy in the world, is ranked in the bottom decile of regulatory clarity, which is something that I find astounding. I believe that when you get the true unlock of the economy of the United States, and when you get the genuine institutional money streaming in, you will have achieved your goal. I believe at the 10, it is just difficult to forecast some of the opportunities for the upside. The most important point, however, that I will emphasize is, where exactly does this go? It is imperative that we delve deeper than mere supposition. To tell you the truth, I get a lot of this when I say these things, even though I'm going to say it anyhow. Within the context of the industry, I do not believe that Dogecoin has been beneficial. On the other hand, I am not opposed to Dogecoin, I am interested in it, but I am not sure what the use case is. I'm not sure, but are there projects that are currently being developed to answer real-world problems? It is not about conjecture, rather, it is about finding solutions to real problems. I see a lot of genuine utility across a lot of different chains, and I believe that this is what is most important. According to me, the 10-year prediction should be about something like this. In spite of the fact that Brad asserts that he does not have a negative attitude towards dogs, this remark is going to undoubtedly cause some confusion over the project. On the other hand, I suppose that when it comes to meme tokens, everyone is aware that they have very little potential utility and are quite volatile. It is possible to make insanely quick gains, so I suppose it is worth taking the risk. However, the point that you need to think about and ask yourself is whether or not Brad Garlinghouse would publicly proclaim this and say it with a sense of ease, mayor, as if he didn't anticipate XRP to overtake Dogecoin in the future. Since a considerable amount of time ago, Brad Garlinghouse has been leaving or scattering hints, some of which are more obvious than others and others of which are more subtle than others. Everything he has to say regarding his conviction that XRP has the potential to become the most prominent cryptocurrency and take the place of Bitcoin. According to what he says in this video, the settlement of transactions using XRP is 1,000 times faster and 1,000 times cheaper than using Bitcoin. The problem of payments is being solved by XRP, and the process of doing so is quite efficient. Now, of course, this is really significant news, and it also serves as a reminder in a sense that as tokenization and digitalization of the financial markets continue to take shape, real-world utility tokens such as XRP will finally begin to fulfill their responsibilities, and their actual value will be unlocked. Thus, their value will increase. This post by Chad Steengrubber demonstrates that Wall Street only communicates in one language, and that language is money, specifically profits. This is something that we can see. If you take a look at all of the sectors that have only focused on bonds, you will notice that they have generated very little profit. In fact, the majority of these industries are in the red, which stands for negative. When you consider the profit that has been achieved with Bitcoin exchange-traded funds ETFs, you will notice that BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK21 shares, and Bitwise have all experienced a 48.1% gain in profit, which is a very positive development. Wall Street is going to keep looking for their next big hit, the next great moneymaker, and they cannot stop. As a result of Ethereum exchange-traded funds ETFs achieving comparable levels of success, Wall Street will become even more ravenous, and they will desire more. This is to be expected, as greed is a trait shared by everyone. The community has a very strong confidence that XRP will be the next exchange-traded fund ETF to be approved, and this belief is very strong. And taking into account the institutional ties that XRP possesses, which neither Bitcoin nor Ethereum do, taking into account everything that Ripple has been working on, and taking into account how undervalued XRP is at the moment, who knows? XRP's exchange-traded fund ETF has the potential to outperform all of them. An example of this may be found in Ripple's paper titled Trends in Regional Payments on FedNow, which was published after XRP dropped. As acceptance and implementation become more widespread, we predict a significant transformation of the financial landscape in the United States. There is a report from Ripple, but there is also a connection to the Federal Reserve in the United States, as well as the Digital Pan Foundation in the United Kingdom, which is a very significant development. Alternatively, how about this shocking revelation from Smoke, an XRP? Ledger is currently being connected to DeFi. The application of AM is something that Ripple foresee being useful for a wide variety of customers, including retail and institutional traders. With retail and institutions having access to the same AM liquidity pools, XRP Ledger is working to further strengthen institutional adoption of the protocol. Because of this, the price of XRP will continue to rise over time, which will result in an increase in its market value. Additionally, it will begin to climb higher in the rankings, eventually surpassing Dogecoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. XRP is the asset of choice, especially when compared to other larger assets such as Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum, and even Bitcoin, according to Chris Larsen, co-founder of Ripple, who has spent more than a decade sharing his vision of the Internet of Value that Ripple is attempting to create with others. Larsen has never forgotten to emphasize that XRP is the asset of choice. XRP is the digital asset of choice when we are discussing the blockchain component of this Internet of Value. It is the digital asset that is used for payments that are dependable, and payments that can be seen on the XRP ledger. There's little doubt that XRP has the lowest transaction costs among the major blockchains, that it is the fastest with a settlement time of approximately 3 seconds, and that it has the largest throughput from the major blockchains. To reiterate, throughput is essential in order to acknowledge the fact that the majority of transactions will, at some point in time, be done in a manner that is not recorded on the ledger. Whatever it is, they are going to need payment channels, whether it be XRP payment channels, Lightning Network, or something else entirely. Despite this, the throughput is still of utmost significance because obviously at some time, somebody is going to have to settle to the ledger, right? To put it another way, the higher the throughput, the cheaper the cost, and the more efficient it will be. Also, you need to have this predictability of settlement, which is of similar importance. So XRP is not only the fastest of the majors, but it is also highly constant, with a close time of approximately 3 seconds, and the fluctuation there is very low. This is in contrast to Ether and Bitcoin, for example, which are going to have longer close periods, but more crucially, a lot bigger variability in their closing. However, this randomness presents a challenge for both payment providers and payment recipients. In addition to this, the blockchain will need to be deterministic in order to facilitate transactions that cannot be altered. Is that correct? And not based on probabilities. One example of a probabilistic blockchain is Bitcoin. In light of this, it is going to be significant for payment providers as well. In terms of energy consumption, this is truly of utmost significance. So as we all know, Bitcoin consumes a significant amount of electricity. The same is true for Ether at the moment, until it transitions to proof of stake. Currently, we are looking into Bitcoin, and I am aware that there are a variety of estimates available here. But consuming around the same amount of energy as the Czech Republic does at the present day, or approximately the same amount as the nation of Jordan. Due to the fact that it employs a consensus approach, the XRP ledger consumes a negligible amount of electricity. And if anyone is from this area, I am concerned about the location of the example as much as I am about the town of Oatman. An exceptional prize is about to be awarded to you, Oatman, Arizona, with a population of 140. Therefore, a meager amount of electricity is required. Wouldn't you agree that this is obviously better for the world? If you are. In addition, the Euro Stoxx Blue Chip Digital Asset Index basket was just recently made available to the public, and it contains a variety of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, XRP, Cardano, and others. The quality, activity, resilience, and financial strength of a cryptocurrency are the factors that determine its reputation as a blue chip cryptocurrency.